Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Farmstay Collagen Waterfull Moist Luminous Foundation. I picked this up from Rose Shop because it was $4. That was like one of the only reasons I decided to get it. It was really cheap and I was kind of like, why is it so cheap? Plus I've never tried anything from Farmstay in terms of makeup products before. I have tried their skincare and I actually really liked it, so I thought maybe this would be really good. I picked it up in the lighter shade, which is 13, and you can see that that is not the colour of my skin. It's yeah, quite a lot darker, but there's a surprise with that too a little bit later on. So for this one, it has an extremely long product description which says collagen foundation with super moisturizing effect. After application it looks natural and refreshes the complexion, and also due to the content of the extract of collagen, beta-glucan, hyaluron and Asian centella, gives skin elasticity, moisturizes, controls the release of sebum, and protects against external factors to harm the skin. Due to its beneficial components, it is suitable for all skin types, including very sensitive and oily skin types. Collagen moisturizes and nourishes the skin in the deepest layers of the epidermis, creating an invisible protection film on its surface that prevents moisture from evaporating. Improves skin turgor, smoothing and leveling its surface. Improves elasticity, fights fine wrinkles, brightens pigmentation, eliminates traces of fatigue. It has a wound healing, regenerating and soothing effect. It has a visible anti-aging effect, restores the skin, restores the structure of the skin. Extract of Centella asiatica stimulates the synthesis of collagen and elastin, has anti-inflammatory effect, improves blood microcirculation, and strengthens the walls of blood vessels. Hyaluronic acid moisturizes, nourishes, and smooths the skin, improves the complexion, gives shine. There are some claims in that product description. Also, it's very interesting, the product description online is more than what the product description is on the bottle, but the product description on the bottle says, just like becoming one with the skin, the high coverage collagen foundation expresses smooth and natural skin. It doesn't say high coverage in the actual product description, but it does on the bottle, which is weird. So the packaging of this product is nice and normal. It's just in like a very functional pump top. It looks more like a skincare component than it does an actual foundation component, and it is really big. This is 100 mils, which is a quite substantial amount of foundation. I picked up the shade 13, which is the lighter shade in the range, and it is the darkest foundation that I have in my collection at the moment. So I will show you my entire collection, which I think is 19 foundations at the moment. If you want to see how it compares to the other colours, then I will put the clip in here. Okay, so here are the 19 foundation and cushion swatches I have for you today. I apologize, some of these ones are a little bit small because I didn't leave enough room. So of course we have NARS Shego in Siberia, which is my favourite colour and best fit. Then we have the Etude House Double Lasting Serum Foundation in the shade YO3 Ivory. And then a new one, which is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Foundation in the shade Pale. Then we have the Espoir Pro Tailor Foundation Be Glow in the shade Vanilla. A Holika Hardcover Glow Foundation in the shade Ivory, the Anasui Liquid Foundation in the shade 100 Alabaster. This one is the EX1 Invisiwear Foundation in the lighter shade, which is I think number 1. This is another new one, that is the 3W Clinic BB Cream Wrinkle Intensive. I think this one is in the lighter shade, if there are any shades. This is the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Foundation in the shade 00 Alabaster. The Apu Triple Wear Foundation in the shade 1 Frozen, the Misha Radiance Foundation in the lighter shade, which I believe is called Ivory. This is the Apu BB Maker in the shade 211 Light Beige, the Clio Kill Cover Foundation. This is the Earwear Powder in shade number 2. This is the Peri Pera Ink Drop BB in the shade number 1, which I think is Ivory. The sad one is the Farmstay Full Moist Foundation in the lighter shade, which is number 13. Then we move on to the cushions, which are a little bit hard to see because I can't put quite as much product on. This is the Apu foundation. This one has the foxes on the front. I can't remember what they're called. And then that one has the corgis on the front. So there are the two shades there from Apu. Then we have the Lily by Red Esther Bunny Loves You cushion foundation in the lighter shade. And then the Re-Ray Starlucent cushion foundation also in the lighter shade. Okay, so I found a day where I'm going to be staying inside all day, so I am able to try this out on my face. I have like one pimple and a couple new scars down here, so it'll be nice to see if it covers it. but yeah, the colour's not going to be great, I'm pretty certain. Also, yes, I am in a hoodie. I'm staying home all day, so I'm not going to get changed into something pretty just to put foundation on my face. I'm sure you understand. So I have 2 pumps of the foundation on the back of my hand here, and I'm going to use a cushion pump to apply it because that is my general way of applying things. It doesn't look so bad in the camera, but doesn't look good in real life. It's very scented. I don't know what the smell is, but it's definitely got some sort of perfume and fragrance inside the actual formula itself, which I personally do not mind, but I know a lot of people don't like that. Okay, so that is half of my face done with the foundation. Apart from a slight darkening of the skin because it's darker, I really don't see a lot of difference between the side of my face that has nothing and the side of my face that actually has the product on. This is like the lowest coverage I think I've ever seen on any product in quite some time. So the colour really isn't a huge problem because there's just no coverage whatsoever. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever had a product that has been this light before. Like, I may as well never put anything on just then. This is my whole face done with 2 pumps of the foundation. I'll try and build it up over some scarring, and that did almost nothing. Well, I am going to powder my skin, and I will show you some close-ups of what it looks like then. Yeah, so far not as big of a problem in terms of colour as I thought it would be because there's no coverage. Wow. And it's not looking much better. It does feel nice though. It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. It feels like I put a moisturiser on and then put some powder over the top and that's about it. So I'm going to show you some close-ups. So the forehead, you can still see wrinkles, you can see a redness, scarring. Same with on the cheeks as well. You can even see really nice like circles around my eyes, and my glasses mark is still there. On some actual pimples here and some scarring here. Absolutely zero coverage. That is not something that can be covered, that's a birthmark. I will keep you guys updated throughout the day with what this looks like, but can't really see myself wearing it again even though the colour's not that bad. It just looks like I may as well just go out with nothing on my skin. So kind of pointless, a waste of time and a waste of product. After 6 hours, my skin is looking not too bad. Honestly, it just looks like my skin normally would after 6 hours, which is a little bit shiny, but overall not too bad. I did have a nap in between putting this on and filming this update, and I didn't feel like any foundation came off, but at the same time, I can't really see the foundation, so I can't be sure of that. After 12 hours, my skin is looking pretty oily. It's not the best look. And I can see a lot of redness, a lot of scars, even more so than before. I really feel like this foundation didn't have any coverage to start with, but any coverage it did have is now gone. Definitely not a fan of the longevity. So for this foundation, I would like to say that I have good points and bad points, but I mostly just have bad points for this one. The good points were that it is easy to apply. Because it's such a tinted moisturiser kind of feel, it's really hard to mess it up. So I feel like the application is very easy. And that's about it. It does have a very heavy scent, so if you do not like scented products or if they irritate your skin, this is something that you should consider. I don't really know what the scent is. It smells a bit like shampoo, so whatever smell they put in my shampoo at the moment, it's that same smell. I don't know what it is, and I put the cap on sideways, oh no. And then for the things that I personally didn't find worked for my skin. It's not the best colour for me. It is a lot too dark. It is the darkest by far in all of the foundations that I have at the moment. However, because it has like no coverage, it didn't really matter at all because I had waited for a day where I was specifically going to be staying inside and not doing anything so that I could have a dark looking face and not look too strange to the general public. And in the end, I probably could have gone out with it on because it had so little effect on my skin that you could only see like a very slight darkening of the face, and it really wasn't all that bad. So even though the colour is not right, it honestly didn't matter that much because you can't see it. Which brings me to the coverage. On the bottle, it absolutely says that this is a high coverage foundation, and I absolutely disagree with that. There is no coverage whatsoever. You may as well just use a tinted moisturiser and be done with it. The longevity also wasn't amazing for my skin. In the a million claims that I will get to in a second, it does say that it's going to control your sebum, and I don't think that's the case either. I feel, for me, it didn't control anything. Now, there are so many claims in this product description that it's going to be exhausting going through the majority of them. So there are some things that it says it has wound healing and regenerating effects. I can't tell because there is no way that I could tell that. But it has a visible anti-aging effect. I can strongly disagree with that. I don't feel like it had any effect on anti-aging because it didn't have any effect on my skin whatsoever. It just looked like nothing. The Centella asiatica is going to stimulate the synthesis of collagen and elastin. Don't know about that. Has anti-inflammatory effect and improves blood microcirculation. I feel like that's not also very true. Strengthens the wall of the blood vessels. How am I going to I can't tell if that's true or not, but I really don't think that it is. It has so many claims, but at the end of the day, for me, the best description of this is that it's a tinted moisturiser. If you want a tinted moisturiser, then I can recommend the Farmstay Collagen Waterfull Moist Luminous Foundation. It was moisturising, it wasn't drying, and it was luminous because it wasn't super matte. But other than that, it's really just a tinted moisturiser. The whole huge product description is so overboard. Like, it's over the top, ridiculous, and yeah, not high coverage whatsoever. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!